Just past 10 now, Karen. Shall we kick off the meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I was looking at the global marketing strategy for the digital product of... Is everything okay?
Yeah, all good, my end.
Yeah, well, I was just saying that the strategy we have at the moment is not as aggressive as it should be. Is there a problem, Karen?
I can hear you.
It's just that you don't look like you're paying attention when I'm speaking here.
Oh, you can see me.
Yes!
Sorry, I usually have the camera off for you.
We're in the same room.
Yes, I'm just getting used to being back in the office.
Okay, moving on from that.
Oh, sorry, Wi-Fi issues, you know?
John, you're still in your bathrobes.
Well, I'm still getting used to not working from home.
Work attire in the workplace, John. Very basic stuff. We're just going to restart the meeting. Take a seat. Okay. As I was explaining to Karen about the marketing strategy,
Here he goes again.
we should definitely be...
Boring!
Is there something wrong, John?
What?
Boring. You said boring as I was speaking there.
Well, I usually have my microphone off for these types of meetings.
Do you? Okay. We're just going to push on. Why don't we look at the daily account? Kevin, can you open page 3 on shipping and invoices, please?
Yeah, have that open, looking at it now.
Karen, you're playing with dolls.
They attacked me with the email, didn't send, I don't think.
I gave it to you in person 20 minutes ago.
I'll get on to IT.
And where's Tom? The meeting started 10 minutes ago.
He's just out there.
He's been there for ages.
What's he doing out there?
You have to let me into the meeting.
You're the host.
Okay, well, fine. Moving on with the meeting. Okay, Karen, are those chips? You can't eat in here.
Sorry, I forgot.
John! Are you going both? What is wrong with you? Okay, you are not at home anymore, right? This is a place of work and a certain amount of...
Can you give me half the lunches? I'm doing it on my own. I'm in a meeting. Oh. Let me guess. Ted, it's nice to meet you in person. How are you? Let's have dinner together and have some drinks. Oh, that's the dogs. They're running wild. Hang on.
Okay. Why don't we just wrap it up there for today? We'll pick up the meeting tomorrow when we're all feeling a bit more refreshed and wearing proper attire. All right?
So, will you end the meeting or should I?
The meeting's finished.
I can end the meeting for everyone.
Yeah, whatever. I've signed out.
Okay, great. Bye. Boring!
Bye.
Excuse me. Sorry, do you speak English?
No, sorry, I do not.
My car's broken down and I need to find a garage. Could you tell me where can I find one?
Yeah, that's wasted on me, you know. I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't speak English at all?
Not a word, no. It's one of those things, you know, I wish I paid more attention in school, but, oh, excuse me. Do you speak any English?
English? No. What's the problem here?
I don't know, I can't understand her.
Hi, my car is broken down and I need to find a garage. No, I don't understand it at all.
Tell you what, if you go down that way about half a mile, there's a village there. There might be somebody who speaks English there.
Ich spreche bisschen Sie Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Deutsch? Nein. Sprichst du Deutsch?
Deutsch? Nein, vielleicht zwei Wörter, aber nicht fließend.
Sorry, we couldn't be more help.
Yeah, sorry about that. But hey, you never know. Next time you're here, maybe we will have learned a bit of English for you.
Ja, oder Deutsch vielleicht?
Ja, das wäre toll. Thank you anyway.
I can't speak English.
So can I.
That's $4.99. Thank you. Next in line.
Everybody put your hands up right now!
Alright, now you all know how this goes. Anybody moves, you're dead. Anybody tries to call the police, you're dead. Anybody does anything that we don't tell you to do, you're dead.
Now, as far as why we're here, what are you doing?
I'm getting you the money.
Nah, that's not why we are here.
Then what are you doing here?
Compliment me.
What?
I say, compliment me.
You have really nice eyes.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Did we say you could talk? That's right. You don't talk unless you're talking about how we are best friends.
My money?
That money is nothing in comparison to the value of true friendship. Now say we are best friends or you're getting blasted.
Okay, we're best friends.
It means a lot to hear you say that.
Yo, McNabb, I really like your shoes, man.
Thank you. I got them from my previous best friend.
That's dope.
It is, but not as dope as your impeccable smile.
McNabb, come on. Now, do you all think this robbery is going well?
Yeah. I think you guys are doing a great job.
You guys are doing one as well. Now, who here is proud of us? You?
Sure.
What about you?
Actually, I am proud of you guys. What you're trying to accomplish here is something really difficult.
What about you, Dad?
I'm not your dad.
He said, are you proud of us, Father?
I don't know what to say.
That's because you are withholding emotions.
Your lack of physical and emotional affection drives us to act out.
This is what happens when you say you're going to come to my swimming meet, but you don't show up. So I get nervous and slip into the pool.
They call him Slippy No Dad.
He said, Slippy no dad has no dad. And he slipped.
It was very traumatic.
Say you're proud of us. Say it right now.
Say it.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
Are you going to say thank you?
Yeah, say it back.
You just do it, man.
I love you too.
This is the police. Get out with your hands up where we can see them, or we will not hesitate to shoot.
Give me that. They're not taking away my babies.
Come in. Oh, Jenny, come in. Well now, do you know why I sent for you?
Not really, madam.
Not really, no. Well, first of all, let me congratulate you on winning the school poetry prize.
Thank you.
Mr. Duke taught me it's one of the most mature and exciting poems he's ever received from a student.
I see.
Well, Jenny, Jennifer. It's about this poem, really. I read it, Jenny. I can't say I'm much of a judge of poetry. I'm an English teacher after all. Well, I have to say, it worried me.
Worried you?
Yes, worried me. I have it in front of me, inked ravens of despair claw, holes in the arts of the world's mind. I mean, what kind of a title for a poem is that?
It's my title, madam.
Arts of the world's mind? What does that even mean? Are you signaling for something?
I think that's what the poem explores.
Oh, it explores. Then, let's have a look at what it explores then, shall we? Scrotal turds unhorse a question of flowers. What are you even saying? Are you signaling for something? Is it a boy? Is that the root of the problem?
Well, it's not something I can explain. It's all in the poem.
Oh, it certainly is all in the poem. I asked for answers and I got a head full of heroin in return. Jenny, look at me. This is a very serious matter. Who's been giving you heroin? You must tell me right now.
No one, madam.
No, it's in the poem. I've seen it.
Madam, no one has given me a heroin.
So this poem is a fiction, is it? A fiction, a fantasy? What is it?
No, it's all true. It's autobiographical.
Then You must tell me who's been giving you heroin.
Well, madam, you have.
I have? What are you talking about, you diseased girl? I've never given anyone heroin in my entire life.
It's a metaphor.
Metaphor? How metaphor?
It means I came to school to learn, but all I got was junk instead of answers.
Junk? What are you? The Bologna syllabus is most rigidly adhered.
You know, it's just an opinion.
Oh, and is this an opinion too, huh? When time fell, banking to the floor, they kicked his teeth. Time fell. What does that even mean?
It's a quotation.
Quotation? Quotation? Who from? It's not Milton, I'm pretty sure it can't be Wordsworth.
Bowie.
Bowie? Bowie who?
David Bowie.
And is this David Bowie too, huh? My body disgust, damp grease wafts from sweaty ties. I mean, do you even wash?
Of course I wash.
Then why does your body disgust you? It looks perfectly alright to me. Why can't you write about meadows or something?
Never seen a matter.
Oh, what do you think the imagination is for? A boy strips in my mind, squeezes my last pumping drop of hope, and rolls me over to sleep alone. You're 15 years old, Jenny. What is going on inside your head?
I think that's what people...
Explores, yeah. Don't tell me you're giving me a headache. I can't understand anymore.
You were young once too.
Well, yes. In a sense, I suppose.
Didn't you ever feel like that?
Oh, did I ever feel like fireball with that cities of the mind and watch the skin peel and burn? Then, thankfully, no, I did not want that. I mean, I may have been unhappy from time to time when I lost my Walkman, but that's it. I never wrote it down and showed it to the people.
Might have been better if you had.
Oh, might it, young Jenny, might it. I suppose I'm one of the unhappy bowels of anal wind popping and kicking in the mortal bath. Am I? Your silence tells me everything I need to know. I am an unhappy bowel of anal wind.
Do you want to?
I suppose it's another quotation from Derek Bowie. I cannot understand anymore, I cannot.
I see. You're frustrated. After all, it's a lonely job.
I am frustrated, and it is a lonely job. I'm assailed by doubt and racked by fear.
Down, write it down.
What?
Write it down, get it out of your system.
Assailed by doubts, racked by fear. Oh yes. Assailed by doubt, racked by fear, tossed in a wrapped mucus form of...
Hatred.
Yeah, that's good. What about steam blotting?
Better, you're natural.
Snap trails of lust, perforate the bowels of my intent. Put on your red shoes on, take Major Tom, and get ready to dance. Well, I would like to welcome you all to the Phobias workshop. My name is Leah, and I actually have a phobia myself. I have a fear of the word which is spelled A-A-G-H exclamation mark. That word. Anyways, why don't you tell me about yourselves? Starting with you.
Hi, I'm Jim, and I have a fear of apologies.
Sorry? Oh, apologies, sorry. Is it any sort of apology?
Yes.
Okay, but we'll just try to avoid them. What's your problem?
Hi, my name is Karen, and I have a fear of repetition.
Oh, you have fear of... I almost said it, didn't I? I'm so... That was close. And you are?
Hi, my name is Ronnie, and I have a fear of awkward silences.
How long did these silences have to be?
That was borderline.
Okay, let's just try to keep the conversation flowing then, shall we?
Hey, I'm Tim, sorry.
That's okay. Let me introduce you to everybody. This is Karen, and she has a fear of repetition.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What's the matter with you?
I bark at other people's phobias.
I think I shall belt you on a one-to-one basis. Anyways, you're here now. My name is Leah. I have a fear of the word which is spelled A-A-G-H exclamation mark. That word. And this is Ronnie. She has a fear of awkward silences.
So we'll try and keep the conversation flowing then.
She said that earlier.
Oh, sorry.
Can we just try and make some progress, please? This is Tim, and he has a fear of apologies.
I'm terribly sorry.
Hey. Okay, Jim. Would you like to tell us how your problem started?
Yes, it all started when I first tried on my grandmother's stocking.
Woof! Woof! Woof!
Welcome, welcome. Please, take a seat. So, I think it would be best now if we started by you telling me about your state of mind at the moment. How would you describe your mood? Take your time.
Extraordinary. Very intriguing. Your problems seem to center around the delusion that you are a psychiatrist and that everyone you talk to is some sort of patient. Well, this is a rare but not an unheard of syndrome.
Okay, I think it would be useful now if we talked a little bit about your mother. How are your feelings towards your mother?
Now, why mother? Was your mother affectionate towards you when you were small?
Oh, affection, affection. Very interesting. I wonder why you chose that word particularly. At this point, I wonder whether or not you were breastfed as an infant.
You see, we're already focusing in on breasts. Now, what would you say and think about breasts today? Do they frighten you?
Yeah, okay. Affection, breasts, and fear. Fascinating association. What do you think your father fits into that association?
That's right. Father. Absolutely textbook. Now, let's imagine a line, shall we? We have fear on one end and breasts on the other. Now, where would you put your father on this line?
Lines. That's very interesting. I might want you to draw those lines in a moment, something we call the Gestalt test, which might be very revealing, but lines. Let's explore those, shall we? They're very male, very masculine, very phallic, thrusting. They urge onwards, don't they?
So now at last the layers are beginning to peel. We have male, phallic, penetrative, some sort of jargon you picked up from Beginning Theory by Peter Barry. And so, how often would you say you masturbate?
Okay, I'm going to be quite firm with you now, all right? I am the doctor, and you are the patient.
Yes, that's right.
No, sorry, I have to hear you say it. I need to hear you say, I am the patient.
What was that?
I am the patient.
Now, that is a breakthrough. Good.
No, you are the patient.
Well, I am, you are, perhaps we're all patients here.
I'm not a patient, I assure you.
Now, Mr. Windrush, please remain calm.
Dr. Windrush, thank you.
You realize I only have to make one call and you'll be restrained.
Look, I can't help you unless you stop playing this ridiculous game, all right?
Extraordinary. So deeply seated. So deep delusion.
It is not a delusion.
Okay, so your last doctor tried you on Lentazole, I believe. Did that help you at all?
Okay, let's try this, all right? Let's go back to the beginning. Now, if you are, as you say, a doctor...
Ding, ding, ding! I'm sorry, Mr. Windrush. That's all the time we have for today. So, would you say same time next week?
Yes, I guess I can fit meet you in St. Time next
Okay.
week. And perhaps you could bring some photos of your parents. That might be useful.
And I might try a course of hypnosis next time.
Yeah, you do that. And if you can just confirm that appointment with Rebecca on the way. Thank you.
Oh, you both here. Well, I think I'm seeing you first, Mr. Windrush, and Mr. Janssen, you're a bit early. Would you mind waiting outside?
So deep-seated.
Extraordinary.
Hi, is we on the same English course?
Oh yes, how's it going?
Well, not bad. Sometimes I has trouble with grammar, aren't it?
Okay.
Sometimes I spot on, sometimes I doesn't.
Well, I got my grammar. The problem is me spelling. I can't spell the same as loaf.
Don't worry about it too much. I'm sure you'll be treated with a lot of understanding and compassion.
Quiet! The problem is me spelling, not me having.
Trouble with the punctuation, right?
Yes, sorry about that. Sometimes I put an exclamation mark at the end by mistake.
It's alright for you lot. I've got a very small vocabulary.
What's that like?
It's alright for you lot. I've got a very small vocabulary.
Sometimes I have trouble with my emphasis.
Your emphasis.
Yeah, in various different sentences. In my job, it can cause quite a lot of awkwardness.
What do you do?
I'm a speech therapist.
A speech therapist who can't speak privately? I'm surprised your boss doesn't sweep you.
It's alright for you lot. I've got a very small vocabulary.
Can I make a suggestion? Why don't you purchase a dictionary? You will save yourself from lots of embarrassment.
I know. Why don't we try to studying next week? How does it the next week sound?
Good idea!
It's alright for you lot.
Shut up!
And now for the eulogy of Dominic Callahan, we will have his grandson, Tiernan Callahan. Stage is open.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the eulogy. It's 5 minutes to 6. I'm Tiernan Callahan. The body of a man has been discovered in his family home, believed to be that of Dominic Callahan, 97, formerly of Rosamond Count, Galway. Mr. Callahan was believed to have passed away in the early hours of Tuesday morning. Post-mortem revealed fluid on the lung, complications arising from pneumonia. The funeral service will take place in St. Skevin Church now. The former dairy farmer, often called a controversial figure, whether it was his bulldozing of his neighbor's partition wall in the land dispute or his constant opposition to the women's voting rights. To some, he was a sexist, but to this newsreader, he was just great man. I'm sorry, I'm finding this a bit difficult. You could just give me a moment. And we're back. A quick scan revealed that 88% of the community were not sorry for his loss, 11% were indifferent, with a 1% margin for error. Our funeral correspondent, Dave Montgomery, has more. Dave, can you hear me? Dave?
Yes, I can hear you. Tears are flowing down here at the Church of St. Kevin. Turnout is less than expected, with the church capacity only at 5%. Notably, the lack of women is not surprising at all. There is no sign either of his brother Patrick, with whom he had a long-standing feud. More as we get it, back to you on the altar.
And this just came in. There are reports of refreshments and sandwiches at Old Flattery Spa. Following the service, allegations with the family, which is scrupulously denied. That's all of us from here on the altar. Good night.
Tina, you can sit down now. And now we will hear from Frank, the boxing announcer.
In the coffin, weighing at 142 pounds, 12 ounces, the deceased, Dominic, the sexist Callahan.
to everyone around the world. Welcome back to Defining Your Power. I'm licensed therapist Zach Duante. And today we're focusing on how self-empowerment can be achieved through healthy confrontation. Now, Alice, welcome. You recently had a very intense confrontation with your boss, right? Can you tell us what happened?
Yes, my boss is a real jerk, and I was tired of dealing with it. So, I got in his office and said, "You don't like me, and I don't care. If you got a problem with me, that's on you, buddy. You need to back up and let me do my job."
Wow. Was he surprised by that?
Oh, believe me, he was.
Well, let's see how it went, shall we?
What?
We have the security camera footage. Roll it.
Why don't you like me? Why? I like you. I tried to do whatever you wanted. You never saved me. And you know that I don't have a father.
Wow. So, did that change things for you at work?
No, he wasn't there yet. I just yelled at his desk.
Well, you sure told his desk. Thank you. Jessica, please come in. Welcome, Jessica. Now, I heard that you recently had a confrontation with your sister about how she treats you. Is that right?
Oh, Jacek, my sister. She's a real macho stereotype. A perfect mother and wife. And she always makes me feel like less than.
But you spoke your mind, right?
I sure did. She started humiliating me at Christmas dinner, so I said, "Sherry, do not speak to me in that condescending tone. If you have issues with the way I live my life, then keep it to yourself."
Wow. More words.
She needed to hear that.
Well, we had a hidden camera. Let's see how he did.
Look at me. Oh, there's so many people who likes you. I want your life. Trade with me.
What was that at the end you said there, Jessica? Couldn't quite make it out.
I said, "Trade with me."
Ah, trade with me. That's what it was. Thank you, Jessica. Gareth, please come in. Now, Gareth, you were recently on a trip with your wife, right? And she told you something shocking.
Yes, she did. She told me that she was sleeping with another man. We were on a remote mountain hike where there were no cameras, but I can assure you, I set her straight.
Is that right? You really laid down the law.
Oh, yes, you better believe I did. I looked her straight in the eyes and I said, "I deserve better. We're done now. Get the hell out of my life."
Incredibly assertive. And how did it feel to take your power back?
Zach, it felt magnificent.
You know the drill by now. We had a hidden camera.
I don't believe you, Chico. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. Don't leave me behind. Oh, don't leave me. I'll die under your feet.
Wow. Sounds like you set her straight from what I could hear through your sobbing.
Heck, we're still together, and the guy she's seeing is pretty cool, so...
Nice meeting you, Good work, everyone. We'll see you next time in Finding Your Power. Good night.
It happened again. I thought it was behind me. But the dreams, they came back. I can't eat. I can't sleep. It haunts me.
What's wrong?
I forgot about it for years. But then I remembered that the giant international blockbuster movie Avatar used the papyrus font as its logo.
Avatar. The movie from 14 years ago?
Yes. He just highlighted Avatar. He clicked the drop-down menu, and then he randomly selected papyrus. Like a thoughtless child wandering around the garden and yanking leaves along the way.
So, now you're worrying about the sequel that just came out.
They made more?
I heard that.
So they changed it, they fixed it, right?
Well, it looks similar.
This man, this professional graphic designer, was it laziness? Was it cruelty?
You showed me this before. I don't think it's literally papyrus. Maybe that was the starting point, but they clearly modified this.
But whatever they did, it wasn't enough. Like, I think about it every time I see papyrus.
Okay, where else do you see this font?
It's everywhere. Hookah bars, Shakira merch, off-brand teas.
You know what? I had it. It's the same damn thing every time I see you. It's like I can't even talk to you anymore.
And now here I am, doing what I vowed to never do again. Sitting outside his house, hoping to get a glance of him, to see him doing his little things, living his insane little life!
Are you alright?
Do you remember Avatar's logo?
Avatar, yeah, it was futuristic.
Papyrus! It was papyrus! I know what you did! I know what you did!
I saw the sun begin to dip and felt that winter wind blow cold. A man learns to his bed for it when the bitter fades and walls won't hold. 'Cause from then on, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, I take it.
Home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, home again. From now on, home again.
Evet. Sonunda böyle bir, bunu daha önceden yapmayı planlamıştık ama bir türlü zamanımız olmadı. Bir şeyler, sorunlar çıktı, yapamadık. En sonunda da Berk'in sesiyle, şarkının sonunda Berk'in sesini de ekledik. Çünkü Berk de katılacaktı. Son anda bazı problemlerden dolayı katılamadı. Ama Berk de buranın... Kimse görmedi. Yok yok, o şov değil. O bunun parçası değil. Berk ilk kurulduğundan beri neredeyse devam eden birisi olduğu için aramızda. Ona da bir ekstra teşekkür.